old school laughs, you're in for a treat because we've got them right here. Flip City Magazine. Remember Mad Magazine? Then it went woke? Well, don't worry. Flip City has no chance of going woke. That's right. 4 times a year, you'll get an actual printed magazine full of jokes, stories, comics, and more, all about today's pop culture, entertainment, and woke politics. Flip City takes terrible entertainment trends we love to hate with hilarious parodies of Lord of the Rings, Stranger Things, The Walking Dead, Star Trek, Hunters, and more. Trust me when I say there is nothing else like Flip City on the market. So subscribe today. It will be delivered in print, or you can even get it digitally if you're one of those wacky Zoomers. Either way, follow our link and sign up today, and if you put in midnight, you get an extra 10% off. Check out Flip City Magazine today.
It's the time again. It's Monday night, and we're gonna light it up like dynamite. That's right, get ready to party. Time for feminine toxic feminine. Get ready to take your seats and shake down. Time for some Monday night roar once again. Gotta get up to get down. Come on, let's go. This is the place to be. Toxic femininity. Let's get ready to party. Time for toxic femininity.
Oh yeah, it's that time again, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday night. Get ready for some Monday night roar. Tonight we're going to talk about all the things that are at D23, including the Snow White trailer, Mufasa, and more. Let's go.
Get ready to party. Time for toxic femininity.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome once again to Toxic Femininity. Brought to you by Midnight's Edge. I am Tom Connors, and boy, oh boy, we have an awesome panel here tonight. Full up. We're going to talk some D23, some Mufasa, some Snow White, all kinds of other stuff. But let's not waste any time. We got Steph, a.k.a. My Nerdy Home, with us tonight. How you doing? Guess what?
I like turtles.
Yeah, me too. Hello. Happy to be back again. Looking forward to the discussion. I was about to say good morning. Like
It might be morning somewheres.
Yeah. I woke up like 30 minutes ago from a nap. I had a really big lunch after late lunch, and then I like passed out.
Food coma.
I totally
That'll
went
do
into
it.
a food coma.
That'll do it. Yep. Yep. I've been there.
And back again, Mrs. right? Carrie Smith, right?
Miss Carrie
Are you
Garcia.
married yet? I can't remember.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm married.
Yes.
Carrie Garcia. I've changed my name, just not everywhere. So
That's
I
your
don't-
stage name, so we'll work
Yeah.
with that.
Good to be back. I missed you,
I
ladies,
just wanna be
and you,
respectful.
Tom.
Oh,
And-
we missed you.
Yeah,
We
and
always
I-
miss you when you can't make it.
And Tom, your shirt is sort of blocked by your name, and so I thought for a second you were wearing a shirt that said XY for your chromosomes.
It was, well, I mean, Rocky does have XY chromosomes, much like other boxers we know.
Oh,
Oh,
hell. Wow. That was well done, Tom.
came back around. Came back around. That's awesome. But you work with many funny people, so I'm not surprised. And we're glad to have you here, Carrie, as always. Because I always learn something when you're here. So, yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Glad to have you here. We also have Michelle, of course, bringing on that force of light as she always does. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's always good to be here with a full panel tonight. So excited to be here. Lots to talk about.
There is indeed. We also have,
Yeah,
of
you
course,
guys did
last
great on Pop Culture Crisis, by the way. I did tune in.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Fun.
You did
It
great.
was a good time.
It was awesome.
Their audience held us hostage, so we were there for almost 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
fun.
That's great. It was a good show. It was
Well,
definitely a
thank
good show.
you.
And you mentioned Toxic Femme. I was like, that's my
I did.
girl. That's my girl plugging the show. I was so excited. And then you were like, oh, yeah, they didn't like the movie. And I was like, damn it, she's talking about me.
I don't think you were the only one though that didn't like it.
No, I know, but it was funny. I was like, I love you. That's my girl plugging the show. I was so proud.
Oh, thank you.
I was like a proud mom. I was like, oh my God. That was great. That was great. But yeah, you guys should definitely check them out. Force of Light on Pop Culture Crisis, representing. It was awesome.
And last but not least, we have Nina Infinity.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Monday night. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you guys smash the like, share the stream, all that good stuff. We have so much to talk about. It's been an interesting couple of days for entertainment, definitely, especially with midnight to what I was like. I think it was like 1 a.m. They dropped the Mufasa trailer, and they were dropping trailers at all weird hours of the night. And I was like, what is going on with the trailer drops? But we got Snow White, we got Mufasa.
It was D23, yeah.
Yeah, so lots of trailer drops. They had some other Goonies and space Star Wars thing, but I didn't really care about that. I was like, well, Star Wars is over. But yeah, so let's get into it. This did come out. I think that actually, you know what? Before we get started, let's get into these super chats because we had a few from ActionCom before the show who said ActionCom for $2, trailers, and more trailers. Let's look at 2. And then Michelle, you want to take the next one?
Yes, thank you so much. ActionCon for $5. There's a trailer for the fan film Alien Monday. No copyright material. The creator is an anime fan, so he made a very good alien anime short.
Ooh, Tom, if you want to pull that up, if we have time, we'll watch it later. But we have a pretty tight show tonight, so I don't know if we can watch that right now. But thank you for letting us know about it. That's awesome. And then Carrie, you want to get the next one?
Sure. Hey, ActionCom for $10. Thank you so much. Says another indie feature has released a teaser. It's by a former 80s, 90s action actress, Cynthia Rothrock. It's called Black Creek, a Western. Gina Carano's Terror on the Prairie might have some competition.
Ooh, okay.
Sounds great.
That sounds
Black
interesting to me. I like those things. Like Westerns.
I like those things, like movies.
Yeah, like good movies. All right. Next is Taylor Swift is overrated and dirty swine. Wow, ouch, man. You get more graphic every day.
Yeah.
So this one's for you, so you might as well read it.
Michelle, show everybody what you got today. I've already showed the girls and Tom.
Yeah, no, I'm incredibly jealous.
But Dino made my heart so happy today.
Look at that.
You know, he knows I recently become a massive X-Files fan, like a die-harder.
Hold on, I'm going to make you big screen so we can get everybody's reactions here. I mean, I was incredibly jealous. I just want to let everybody know that because women get jealous, especially when there's toys involved.
It was awesome. And he sent me their badges. Got Mulder and Scully's badge.
That's amazing.
I love it. I was so pumped. Thank you so much, Dio.
Are you gonna go as Scully this Halloween? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna
I feel like Natalie needs to do that.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Well, then you should go as Mulder. Very progressive.
I'm Mulder. Yeah, I'm Mulder and Scully. We can do it.
Why not? Why not? I'm assuming this is DL. So thank you.
It's DL.
Thank you, DL.
Somebody please clip that where Nina said that women always get jealous, especially when toys are involved.
I didn't even catch that.
Am I not wrong? I mean, come on. Moving right along. Keely Chow is here. You want to get this one, Stephanie?
Yeah. Hi, Keely. Member for 13 months. I remember when the full Aussie would be late because either Steph was still sleeping or she was getting coffee. Yeah, that's true. I would always show up late to the full Aussie when I was on that show. I'm not a morning person.
I love how the chat remembers so many things and they'll bring it up into other shows.
Well, they are the keepers of the lore, you know.
I was like, oh, Michelle, you got one.
I love it.
Definitely keepers of the lore. That's a really good one. But yeah, we got a really big show tonight. So let's talk about some of these topics. We're going to start tonight off with this weird announcement that was announced by Disney. From villains to Indiana Jones, everything we learned at Disney Parks battle at the 2024 D2 Expo, which is, long story short, they're going to have a new villains land. It's coming to the Magic Kingdom in Florida. I don't know exactly what it's taking over, but it says here Rita Orga graced the stage to perform a rendition of "Trust Me" in from the Jungle Book to announce the new Villains Land coming to Magic Kingdom. This new era of the park will include 2 major attractions as well as shopping and dining. So be prepared, you poor unfortunate souls, because that's the plan for the Disney parks. Now,
what a perfect song to introduce the new Villains Land at D23. Like, don't worry, trust in me. Like, trying to hypnotize the crowd. Don't worry, we're doing better at Disney. Trust us. Like,
Why didn't they just announce they were going to open a gay club in Disneyland? I mean, really.
That's what Disneyland.
Drag night at Disneyland.
It's already a gay club.
That's true.
You know what's the craziest thing to me is, especially with the announcement.
Damn
of
it,
the
she deserved
Mufasa.
this.
She did. With the announcement of the Mufasa trailer, or not Mufasa? Was it Mufasa? Yeah, because is it called Scar? Because that's what it's about. The Mufasa trailer, which I saw so many comments being like, misunderstood Scar is what we needed in our lives. And I'm like, really? Is that what we really needed in our lives? Because that's where Disney's been going for so long. Misunderstood villains and just blurring the lines between good and evil. It's been happening forever. So I think this is actually very much aligned with their mission objective. So I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I'm like, really? Are you going to spend that much money to add like a villains land? So I guess what are you guys' thoughts on that? Stephanie, I know you've gone to the parks a bunch of times, especially in Florida. Do you think this is a good idea?
Well, make no mistake, they're doing this in, I don't want to say retaliation, but in reaction to everything that Universal is building right now. The hype that they are bringing and maintaining for their new epic universe, like that park is going to be massive, and it's incredibly innovative as well, because like for the How to Train Your Dragon section, they're going to have an actual flying dragons, which is awesome. They've been teasing like little sections month by month leading up to the opening of that park. Disney just hasn't been able to compete lately because they placed themselves and drew a line in the sand so firmly and involved themselves in politics, especially in Florida. Their popularity has just gone downhill, and it's just continued to go downhill, not only in Florida, but in the eyes of America, right? Like they've just been going downhill. They had no business and no reason to involve themselves in politics, but they felt it necessary to do so. So they're trying to regain popularity and regain trust in the public by doing all of these things, because the parks is like where they make the bulk of their money. Yeah, that's where they make the bulk of their money. And they're about to lose a lot of that money, and they've steadily been losing it, but like they're about to lose a lot of it because of what Universal is opening. And what I've noticed also is that like Universal has been sending a lot of influencers and park influencers, these little I don't know what it is, honestly, but it's something like with each reveal of a section of Epic Universe, they send them like this little coin to put in this, I don't know, whatever figure they sent them, but like but it goes with every section of the park. So like there's just buildup and hype surrounding each section of this new park that they're building, which is an extension of their current ones. So like there's just been so much hype around this park. And they know it's going to do well and be profitable because Super Mario World is already opened in California. And that like when it opened, everybody was just like in awe of what they were able to create. So for them opening this new park, it's going to do damage to Disney. And Disney has already done damage to their own brand, their own name, that they're freaking out. So they have to open something. What's funny is that like they're announcing this, right? But it's going to take them forever to build it.
Yeah, like isn't it gonna take at least, I would say at least 5-10 years? I mean, depending on how crazy they want to go with the rides. Like I don't know what kind of rides they're doing.
It's
They
going to
just
take them
said-
forever to build it. Like it took them a while to do Tiana's ride, and also like I feel like there's just no like creativity, right? Because like they did the Tiana's ride and it looks terrible. It looks awful. It's nothing like the movie. And they also had
But
like
wasn't that also already an existing ride? Like there's a difference between like having an
it
existing
used to be
ride.
Splash Mountain, yeah.
Yeah.
But they got rid of it because it was problematic.
Right,
So,
but I'm saying
yeah.
like there's a difference between having an already like kind of like you had the ride, you're just like refurbishing it to like make it look different versus like building a whole new roller coaster and like making it
So they
innovative.
built a whole different section over at Epcot for Moana, and it was like the most boring thing that you walk through. So like
Okay.
so it's super boring. It's just there's really nothing innovative there. So but they're also doing like I think they're like not tearing down, but they're repurposing things that are already there and creating something new according to like, or not according to, but based on some of their more recent popular things as well. So that way like those won't take as long to build as like the Villains Land will. So funny, 'cause it's like, are they really villains? Because so far you've taken a lot of your villains and made them sympathetic. So are they true villains anymore? Like with this new Mufasa trailer, they're taking Scar and they're going to show us like his backstory and how he's meant to be. He's just misunderstood. So when we watch
That entire trailer was so cringe. Like I was like, ugh. Ladies, Carrie, Michelle, do you have any thoughts about this Villain Land in Disneyland before we go to the trailer? Because we'll watch it.
I'd like to see the trailer. I like villains. I think when they're done well, I mean, you know, that they're some of my favorite, like that snake that they're doing the song from the Jungle Book. What's his name? Ka. Yeah. Steph knows that whole hypnotic song that he does, like Jeffrey Marsh.
Yeah, I love that song.
That I love bad guys when they're bad guys. What I don't like is when they try to make the bad guy the good guy, when it's obviously a villain, you know, and they're trying to like make kids identify with the villain, like, oh, you're the bad guy, it's cool. But yeah, it sounds exciting to me. I'd love to see the trailer.
Okay, we're gonna watch that in a second. What about you, Michelle?
I think for me, it's kind of like, but what would be the point? Because like when you go to Disney, when you go through the Little Mermaid, any of the different rides they've made for their Disney princess movies, the villain's already in it. So I'm kind of like, what are they going to do? What do you do with just like Ursula, like, or, and then who is it for? Because genuinely as a little girl, like I still watched it, but like Ursula and them like horrified me. Like they were scary. So like, are the little kids going to want to go to this land?
No.
It's
for
weird.
Older kids, I think.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That's Disney's audience now. It's not little kids anymore. They could care less about families.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, and that's the thing for me too, Michelle. Because when I was a little girl, like all the villains kind of freaked me out too. Like, and, like I liked them, but I was like, you know, I wasn't really interested.
They were scary.
And so when I went to Disneyland, because you know how like sometimes Disneyland like has the times for the princesses or whatever, and like they're not around sometimes, so you just get stuck with whatever character is there. And so like a bunch of times I was like, I want to see Alice in Wonderland, and like the evil queen was walking around, and she's like,
was it a dude? Was it a dude? Because the evil queen is now played by a dude.
Well, I couldn't tell. It was a woman at the time. I don't know. I was little, so I don't know. It was back in the day. And then I remember though, I was like, I don't want to take a picture with you. Like, I want to take a picture with Alice. Like, where's she? Or like, same with Ariel. Like, I was like, I didn't get Ariel. And then like, you know, I see Ursula and she's like, come take a picture with me. And I was like, I want Ariel. Like, where is she? I don't want to take a picture with the villain.
And that's where I was joking earlier, but it was half serious. Like this whole thing feels like they're just piecing off an area for all the gay folk.
You're right.
That's all I ever see is that gay people are constantly talking about how the Disney villains are gay coded, even though they've constantly gone off about how we're treated as villains constantly in movies, but yet they embrace it.
Yeah. Well, and you guys are making good points because when you
sorry.
I was scared even of the good guy characters. Like I was scared, and so to see a bad guy in costume was like, oh no, like you're right. It's not for kids. It's actually maybe it's for older kids or teenagers, but it's definitely for adults who want to go to Disney and see villains. But it's not for little kids. No.
No. It's interesting what you said, Tom, about how they really like the villains, and it's because they identify more with the villains than they do with the heroes, because heroes have, values, have morals, have virtue, and they don't possess any of that. Because who else are they going to identify with?
We are going to watch this Mufasa trailer, and
Speaking
I
of
just want
sympathetic villains, yeah.
I just wanted to point out, by the way, that I am a little bit disappointed with the ratio on this one because, my God, like people actually like this trailer, like unlike the next trailer we're going to watch with the Snow White. But it seems like people actually are liking this trailer. So here we go. Here we go.
It's time. I'll tell you a story. A story of a cub, not much bigger than you.
So just to be clear, we're not in this story.
There's a lot of stories with all of us. Tell one of them.
By the way, I think that if this movie was kind of like actual live action, like they actually had lions, the way, like, remember like Homeward Bound?
Yeah.
Like if it was like a movie like that with like actual lions and they're like talking, I would probably like it a lot more than whatever this uncanny valley weird CGI shit is that's passing off as live action. I don't like it at all. I think it's really soulless, but I think it would have been really fun if they actually did like real lion live action.
Those. Long before they became legends, Mufasa and the prince who would come to be known as Scar became brothers.
Did you think the prince
what's your name?
who would come to be known as
Mufasa.
Scar?
I told
Wait,
you to
hang
wait
on.
for me.
I have to
We
pause
can't-
it because I did you say something?
Did he say the prince that would come to be known as Scar? Is that what he
Yeah.
said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't just leave him here. Rules are rules, Tucker. The king will never accept a stray. I'm not a stray. I'm just lost.
So we finally get like Scar's name. His name is Taka. And he's a lost, probably prince. I'm guessing half. I don't know. It's probably like Mufasa's.
Hold
I
on.
don't know,
Do you
Mufasa's
wanna know
daddy.
what I just caught
He's
there?
adopted. He's not.
Do you want to know what I just caught there? So Mufasa has like this British accent, like he's he comes from the colonizing family, and Scar has this regular accent, and he's just about to be adopted by this, I guess, the White Lion family.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
my
what I
God.
noticed too. That like Mufasa has a
Also-
British accent. Like, what is that? Where does that fucking come from?
Since when does Mufasa talk British?
Yeah, he's not British. Like, James Earl
Yeah,
Jones didn't
yeah.
play Mufasa in British.
Yeah, I know. Carrie, what were you gonna say?
Did you say that Scar's name is Taka with a T or Paka with a P?
Taka with a T.
So in Swahili, that means garbage.
Oh
His name is literally trash.
Oh no! Oh no! My gosh, that's unfortunate.
Are you sure it's not with a P? Because
You know what? Let me put on the subs. It'll say.
Because that would be bad.
Go back a little bit.
We do not associate.
Lost except a stray. I'm here. Rules are
It's
rules,
Taka.
Tucker.
Okay.
The king.
Wow.
Said Taka.
Wait, is she's talking to Mufasa there?
Yeah, she's talking. Yes, Mufasa's family are the colonizers that came to Africa from
Yeah,
England.
Yeah.
So, is Mufasa's name Taka?
No.
Play it
little
again.
bird.
Go back a little
Back.
bit, because I thought she
Okay.
was talking to Mufasa there.
No, she's talking to.
Look, Taka says
King.
hello.
Brothers.
Hello. What's your name? Mufasa.
See, that was
Ah,
Taka.
yeah.
He's like,
Oh.
Mufasa.
I told you
Okay.
to wait for me. We can't just leave him here. Rules are rules, Tucker. The king will never accept a stray. I'm not a stray. I'm just lost.
Oh my God, that looks so bad.
We
Mufasa's the
do
one that
not
they talk to.
associate with outsiders.
What was that?
I thought that was Scar on the log, not Mufasa.
No, it's Mufasa.
Oh,
Apparently.
is the
I don't know.
future
Maybe
king.
it's like maybe the trailer's messed up. We don't actually know what's what.
No, it looks
We
like
must-
Scar, aka Taka, aka Garbage, is the future king, and Mufasa was like some stray, and Scar's like, "Can we take him in, Mama?" I think that's what's happening.
I think it's the opposite.
Yeah, it's
Why
the
am I so
opposite.
confused about this trailer?
The bloodline.
But, Dad, I saved his life.
that makes more.
I have a
That makes
Mhm.
more sense because Scar was the one that spoke with the accent.
The British accent.
Yes. So okay. So they adopted Mufasa. I always
Yes.
this is the problem with it. I can't tell who is who.
Yes.
I can't either.
No, okay, because look, Taka's speaking and he says, I have a secret, Mufasa. So Taka is Scar. Because he's telling, he's telling Mufasa he's got a secret.
Yes, but Mufasa is the stray, like somebody just said in the everybody's like it's not that complicated.
Shut up, Spike. It's complicated for women.
All I know is this. In the original, all Jeremy Irons is doing is playing Hans Gruber from Die Hard, which is why I think they hired Jeremy to play his brother in Die Hard with a Vengeance. Prove me wrong.
Oh my god.
secret, Mufasa. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother.
Is that one of the songs?
Sometimes I get a sin.
It's so funny because I'm like, spoiler alert, one of them kills the other one in like the most brutal way possible. That's really funny.
So Taka Scar saves Mufasa, and then in The Lion King he kills Mufasa.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's barely
Brutally
a trace on
murders
the
him.
wind, and it smells like home. Then it's gone.
You and Taka together. That is home. Now both of you go. Find your
Lovers.
place in the circle of life.
Oh no, it's the evil white lions.
Oh my god, dude, this was on the nose. Like the white lions are evil. This was on the nose. Come on, this is
The
crazy.
evil white lions.
Being white is bad.
There will be one Lion King.
Mufasa, run!
Why does he sound like a girl?
We must fight together. If we fight, we die.
Just to be clear, I never signed up for this.
Who's Zazu?
I'm here to protect you, my brother. Mufasa! This was a bad idea!
That looks so bad.
We're alive! I did it! I saved us! You were saying?
Shouldn't this movie be called Scar? I'm confused.
Yeah. Feels that way.
This is Scar's origin story. Not like Mufasa's, but I'm okay. Well, that was it. Oh
You
wait.
know what makes me angry is that Scar, they didn't give him his signature black mane. Why not?
I know. I was thinking that too. Like, why doesn't he have the black mane? Like, this is why I'm so confused. I'm so confused. He has no black mane. Like, he's either really white or like a medium brown lion. But either way, where's his black mane? Like that, you would think that would be from the beginning, right? Like when he's.
I just want to know why why the lion in 2005's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was better looking than the lion in this movie all
That's a
these
really
years
good point.
later.
That's a really good point. And I can't land on like an actual good scene with a lion. It's all like blurry.
I'm here to protect.
Here we go.
Like not even comparable. Like the lion from 2005 to now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I keep asking myself that about CGI in general. I'm like, why is it like Davy Jones looked so great and like everything else looks like so shit, like from Pirates of the Caribbean. This is I don't know. Again, I am surprised about the ratio on this. I was expecting it to be like not as liked, but people seem to be responding to this movie, which makes me upset because I want them to stop making these soulless freaking prequel weird 3D movies, and it seems like people are still liking them. So we're gonna keep getting them until as long as people are watching them.
They're never
Before
gonna
they're never.
I still with the naming, it's like I don't get why. So Scar's not the orphan. Mufasa is. So why would Scar, who's in line to become king, why would his parents name him Garbage? I'm sorry, I'm still hung up on it. They didn't give him a good name. Everybody else has a good name. Anyway.
I don't know.
Important.
Mufasa is a lot more epic than whatever the hell that Taka.
Mufasa means king.
Oh my god, that's cool.
That's a
I
great
didn't know
name.
that. Wow, I just learned that on the show. I had no idea. Real quick, let me get some of these super chats.
No more Tom knows.
I know, I just learned that too. Ian so forth, thank you so much for the 50. It says a well-written villain can be some of the greatest characters. Moriarty from Sherlock Holmes, Tywin Lannister in Game of Thrones, any hero in Marvel film, any hero in a Marvel film. They're all delightfully contemptible. Very true. Very true. I don't know about Marvel film, but Marvel comics. Yes.
Yeah.
Because film has taken a drastic dive. But yes, I also like a good villain. A good villain is great. And my favorite villain of all time is Naraku from Inuyasha. I think it's one of the best ever created.
Well, and I think that goes back to the earlier conversation. I think we would all agree with that. I think my question is just how does that fit at Disney World?
What do you think of this photo?
The CGI is not the best.
Are you saying they're gay?
I was gonna say it's a little gay, but I mean,
What do you think of this photo? That's Scar and Mufasa right there.
Well, you know what like tripped me out about it is like you have to go and find your circle of life. And I'm like, circle of life is about doing it, like, and making babies, not about brothers, like, going out there and finding their like circle of life together. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, circle of life is about, the circle of life. But hey, this is apparently
you guys are missing what this whole thing is going to be about. Scar is gay, and that's why he's not king, because he will never have a child. And that is why his father said, get.
And
his name is now Garbage.
And his father was homophobic, and he slashed his face. And there's some backstory. There's got to be
Carrie
some
knows what I'm talking about.
He's an oppressed lion victim.
Oh no! I really hope that's not the case. My God,
We're gonna see how he gets his scars, though.
Definitely.
Yeah, of course we're gonna see how he got.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be cheesy.
It's gonna be obviously Mufasa slapping him across the face.
Not as cheesy as how Nick Fury got his scar. God damn
oh
it.
God, that was
mad
the
at that.
worst one. Oh my God. I almost died from cringe. In that thing.
Maybe he makes a pass at Mufasa, and Mufasa gives him a scar, and that's how his origin story. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Damn it.
And he's like, I just can't quit you or the pride. I can't quit the pride.
Like literally the pride.
Yeah.
KB, thank you for gifting 5 Midnight's Edge memberships. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. And we got Psychotic Mongoose gifted 1. Thank you. And then Michelle, you want to take this one?
Yes, thank you, Jason, for the $10 super chat. With Australia's B-girl competitor Ray Gunn's performance at the 2024 Olympics, I just wanted on the record, kangaroos don't dance. They're cool enough as they are. They don't need to dance.
Then Carrie, you want to get this
Jason
one?
Webster. Can you smell the crap tonight? Thank you.
Can you smell the crap
Yeah.
tonight? His name is Tucker. There you go. And then that's Russell Hall. Thank you for the $5. It says they turned Luke Skywalker into a girl, and I stayed silent. They made all the superheroes gay, and I moved on. But when you retcon Mufasa, that's the line. Well, wow, you have a line, Russell. I'm really shocked by that. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Okay. I just saw. Oh my God, Spike and madness.
I saw a tweet that says, "So Mufasa is now Lion Moses, who dethroned Scar's chances to be king." I can understand Scar's hatred, but Scar's totally gonna be gay, huh? Or at least heavily implied to be. This is the director of Moonlight, after all.
Yes.
I told you.
Oh my God.
Tom called it.
Tom called it.
So you guys really think they're going there?
I maybe not, but there's a possibility because Scar is like up there in the highest as far as like gay coded villains in Disney.
Okay.
I had no idea.
You know,
Like, just watch him. He's gay as hell. Sorry, Carrie. Go ahead.
well, I was going to say, you know, the pervy adults who love Disney. Now, I'm not saying all adults who love Disney are pervy. I'm saying the pervy ones, they're going to be shipping it anyway. That's what they want to see.
That's incestual, guys. What the hell?
Okay. They're like, he's adopted.
He's adopted.
Oh,
it's not incestual.
right.
It's okay. They're not really brothers.
Oh, gross.
Hey, as Larry David would say, step counts. Okay. Step counts.
Oh, I just want to show you this. You got to turn the volume on. This is
Okay,
what, because this is related. This is what liberal white women sound like after donating to Kamala. I should say leftist white women, not liberal.
Okay, hold on. We got to refresh it.
Okay, that's it.
What the
I
fuck?
I saw that and I died laughing. It was like, you know, when leftists and when they get on those calls and they're so proud of themselves, and that's
Oh my God.
internally that's what they feel like. It's like the Lion King, like, oh,
They're like, we totally ended racism by our whites only fundraiser.
Yes. Oh my God. Did you see that like comment by Nick Fuentes at like the first time ever he made me laugh? Because it was like he commented on like that Mark Hamill, like a whites only thing that they had for Kamala Harris. And he's like, at least these guys got the right idea. And I was like, this is a freaking white nationalist guy.
Yeah, I mean,
It
when
was so funny.
Nick agrees with you, you've done something
You got a
wrong.
problem. Oh my God. All right. Moving on to the next. I mean, this trailer. This trailer is, woo. The ratio on this one's a little bit crazier. 389.
Oh, wow.
1,000 dislikes on this one versus 60K likes. Here we go. This is a girl, Rachel. Here we go.
Nothing real, all CGI.
Well, except her. I mean, she's real. Right?
Yeah, that's
You
it.
think?
That's it.
I think. I don't know.
Freaking force. That's it. It's just her.
That's like basically her standing in front of a green screen.
Yeah.
Like it's like this is a green screen. Everything else.
We couldn't get a real freaking deer by her either. Fake rabbits, squirrels, mice.
All of it's fake.
Yep.
Fake.
Fake. Yeah, it's all
I feel
fake.
like that episode of Seinfeld with Elaine, like fake.
Everything's fake.
Everything's fake.
So whistle while you work.
oh my God. even the
Are we
dwarves
gonna
are
get it?
AI.
gonna get their shot.
The dwarfs are CGI.
I always thought they were gonna be anyway, but yeah.
Did you like even before the crazy?
Yeah, you guys don't remember me saying that over and over again, but
before the crazy backlash, before like the, the use
that's
of
what I
that.
said. Yeah.
Because Carrie, you have to remember they changed this. They did
I remember.
extensive reshoots to get rid of the 7 dirty hippies, and
Yes.
now we got the CGI dwarfs.
Well, no, hang on,
Well,
Michelle.
we
That's
don't know for sure on that.
No,
But
because from what I understand, the dirty hippies were always stand-ins. So whether they were stand-ins for the CG or whether they were stand-ins for actual dwarves, we don't know. But they were stand-ins. They were never supposed to be the cast.
What I heard most of the reshoots were for is because they added a younger version of her because she was so unlikable in the test screening.
Imagine that.
Zegler?
Wow.
Yes, so they shot with a younger because they casted and shot a younger version of Snow White, so we get to see her when she's a little girl, and she even has a musical number now. So that was the bulk of the reshoots, was my understanding.
Good
I thought that those weird people were bandits. Being led
That's
by
the other
prince.
part, Steph. That's what I'm saying. We don't know yet. They still might be in the movie.
I think
Oh
that they
my
are in the
God.
movie and that they're bandits. That's what
You think?
Because I think they're with the
bandits?
prince. Yeah,
They're
I
with
think
the
they're with the
prince.
prince.
Well, he's not. I guess I don't think he's the prince. He's just the leader of the bandits.
The bandits, yeah, the prince of the bandits or whatever. Yeah,
So
the prince of
wait,
thieves, like Robin Hood.
That's what they're supposed. That when that photo came out, like I knew that those weren't the dwarves.
Yeah.
Because Martin Kleba was cast to play Grumpy.
Well, what
So,
set me off, what set me off was when they said there were always going to be magical creatures. Well, creature is usually kind of like shorthand for creature effect or, a monster effect or creature effect. So I was like, yeah, they were always going to do them CGI because the one thing that differentiates Disney's Snow White from every other version is the 7 dwarfs because they all have their own personalities, their distinct names, and you can't go out there and do your own version of Snow White with Dopey, Sleepy, Doc, and all that kind of stuff because Disney owns them. You have to make up your own 7 dwarves otherwise. Because in the book, they don't even have names.
Right. They're just
the 7 dwarfs.
yeah, the dwarves. I wonder who's going to be the huntsman. Is there even going to be a huntsman?
Well,
in
that's
this
where
one?
I think the bandits come in, is I think they're taking the huntsman's place, but I could be wrong. But anyway, that's my
I thought the
theory.
bandits were supposed to be the resistance against the evil queen. So they're
What is this, fucking Star Wars now?
What the fuck?
So whenever she says mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all, right? They can get away with hiring Rachel Zegler as Snow White because even though she is not fair or, her skin is not white as snow, what she's alluding to is who is fair and just.
Yeah,
Who's the fairest one.
Which she said that.
The play on words. So it ends up being that, Snow White meets up with the bandits and she is a more fairer ruler than her stepmother. Is it stepmother? I don't remember.
Yeah.
And so people
It
see
has to
her
be your
as
stepmother,
a
'cause
leader,
Gal
a
Gadot's always-
warrior, and she's now a leader and a warrior. I wonder if they're gonna get rid of her dress and she's gonna have like this fighting.
Oh
out.
God, she's gonna wear pantsuit. Like
No,
Hillary
I
Clinton.
forgot that, but Stephanie's absolutely right. It was basically they'd run the story. It was like she was going to kind of topple over, like yes, yeah, no, that
She
that
said
was
that from the
absolutely
beginning because
story.
even in the interviews, she was like, "This isn't going to be a story about a girl falling in love with a prince because we don't need the prince because
He's not going to save her. She's not going to need to be saved by a prince because she's going to be like the leader.
She's gonna kiss herself and wake back up.
she's like Emma Watson. I'm gonna marry myself at the end of this movie.
I'm watching this.
Its first little hilarious.
That the fact that they didn't use 7 actual little people for these roles is ridiculous.
Well, and blame
Oh,
Peter
absolutely.
Dinklage for that. That little jerk. Like, let's just call it like it is. That jerk.
I don't know
like,
if they ever were gonna. That's where I'd love to blame him
It's
for
so,
it.
but it's so terrible. The CGI on these dwarves looks crazy. They're humans, and you could get humans to play the part, and to say, well, we're not going to cast humans because that's degrading. Well, I'm sure that those little people who are actors don't think it's degrading to have work.
No, it's not. It absolutely is not. I've
They
seen
were
like
pissed.
a bunch of.
Yeah.
I think I've said this on multiple streams, but like I've seen interviews with little people, especially when they're talking and speaking up about what Peter Dinklage says, right? He is the most popular dwarf actor in Hollywood, and he's very well aware of like the limited roles that that you can take as a little person. And there are some roles as a little person actor that would be considered dream roles for them. And one of the dwarves from Snow White and the Seven Dwarves is a dream role for them. And the fact and the fact they're taking those away from them and making them CGI is incredibly insulting to that community because you're not giving them any work. And Martin Kleba was hired. He's actually listed in the IMDb, and I think that it was like leaked early on that he was going to be playing one of the dwarves. He was going to be playing Grumpy, and he's currently listed on the IMDb. But if you like look at one of those like leaked clips, they show Grumpy, and that's not Martin Kleba. So he's probably just going to voice Grumpy.
Yeah, the voice now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we actually watched like a whole segment on one of the previous Toxic Femmes where one of the dwarves, like a dwarf actor, was on with Pierce Morgan talking.
It was that wrestler
about
actor,
this.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think.
But
that's
the thing is like I said, I'm not even 100% sure they were ever going to use dwarves to begin with before Peter Dinklage said anything. I think they were always going to do CGI. But I do know for a fact that what that did do is have a ripple effect through the industry. In fact, there was an actress who spoke out because she was herself and a few other people were in talks to be in the remake of Time Bandits that what Taika Waititi just did, but they ended up deciding to go a different direction because of what Peter Dinklage said.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? I actually think it is more degrading to use CGI dwarfs than to just hire 7 little people because
it is.
They are not unicorns. They exist in
this world.
but they exist in real life. You could have just put prosthetics on them, and then maybe we get a new breakout person who becomes the next Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Also,
that's what
how
Peter
dare
Dinklage didn't
you,
want.
Michelle? Unicorns totally exist. How dare you disavow?
Well, and that's what Peter Dinklage didn't want.
To make them CGI in order to not offend the dwarf community, because I'm reading here and it says like in Snow White 2025, the dwarves are portrayed in the form of CGI characters rather than actors with dwarfism. This is in response to accusations that Disney hires actors for diversity-based reasons, which they chose to avoid here. Disney, in an effort to avoid offending dwarves, chose not to pay 7 dwarf actors for famous dwarf roles and replace them with CGI.
It's so backwards. It's like they do all this shit to be woke, and then when it's time to be woke, they're like, you know what?
When it's time to like cast an actor to play a dwarf, like do it. Like, you know what I mean? Do it. This is
that'll kind of.
I don't know.
That kind of ties in with the whole story you guys might get into later with Joaquin Phoenix. But I mean, no, that's kind of basically what a lot of the actors are saying is that Peter Dinklage, you know, he went up the step ladder, then he kicked it out from underneath him.
Yep.
Basically.
Pulled up the ladder behind him, son of a bitch.
Here's that interview you were talking about.
Snow White is different, and it's more of a 2022 version of Snow
Sorry,
White.
I can't make it any louder.
What did you
than
mean
this.
by that?
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie.
Right.
Andrew Burnap, great dude. It's
I love how she says that
one
too.
of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024.
This story is actually gonna be about a villain because that's all we care about now is villains and Disney. That's what's going on.
The way she said love story with contempt, like they think it's gonna be a love story. I said, love is terrible.
Oh my God. Love. Gross. Here's Gal Gadot though.
Did you see her latest interview or one of them that she retweeted on Twitter?
No.
Where she's talking about Snow White and it's in a better light.
Oh yes, no, she's began to change the way she speaks about it for sure. Because they definitely, I think, spoke to her.
She got a talking to.
Yes,
all right,
she did.
Let's see. Let's see.
It's been under wraps for so long, so it's really exciting to get to share any kind of look with an audience that cares so much. It's been really, really amazing.
I like how she says with an audience that cares, as opposed to everybody else.
And it's been under wraps for so long, so it's really exciting to get to share an audience that cares so much. It's been really, really amazing. Yeah, as a diehard Disney fan myself, who I feel like I see every release and opening weekend, it's like getting to show it to your best friends in a way that you're just like, you won't believe what we did. And so it's been really, really amazing to get to hear their live reactions too. It's just such an instant gratification that what we made is cared about so much. And that's a really wonderful thing. I mean,
You won't believe what we did. We did everything Disney always does, like make everything CG and make a really crap movie.
And we took out the love story because that's like.
Can you imagine too something I point out that bothered me, because I genuinely hate CGI. Like it needs to be used as sparing as possible. Why could they not get a few frickin' squirrels, some rabbits, and some mice, and you literally just open the door to a house and let them go up? Like you could get them for free. Like just go get them.
Because Rachel Zegler's on the set and she'll be all like, oh my God, there's like vermin on the set. I already have to be here with like a dress on for 18 hours and then there's vermin everywhere.
I mean, good Lord, Steven Spielberg used real snakes in the snake pit at Indiana Jones, and we can't get a frickin' deer or a squirrel. Like,
I'd have to be
That's
snakes.
actually kind of intense. I love that. Okay.
No, but you guys are right. And here's the funny thing: those two interviews, or the interview I just showed you, there's another one that's very similar to that, where she's actually with Gal Gadot, and Gal's saying the same thing about the movie.
The band.
Well, they talk about how neither one of them have seen anything from the movie yet at that point. Of course, this is when they first had announced it and did that real quick teaser thing last year or whatever it was. That's when those interviews are from, not the new stuff. But even at that point, they hadn't seen anything. But that goes along with what the problem with a lot of these Hollywood films are. They're shooting everything on green screen and blue screens, right? Like they're even asking him about the costumes, and it sounded like Rachel could talk about hers, but it almost sounded like Gal had no idea what her costume was yet, or she hadn't seen it or something like that. She was saying, and so I'm like, wait a minute, does that mean your costume's CGI or what the hell is going on here? Because why haven't you seen your own costume yet? Like,
it's crazy.
No sense. So yeah, anyway, it was just some really, they just told me that, like you guys were saying, they have nothing that's on the set. They're literally doing this all in front of green screen, right? And the only times that there's any actual humans there is when they're just acting. And it makes me wonder if they're not just sitting around in blue uniforms most of the time.
Here we go with the rest of the trailer.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest?
Her. Definitely her.
You are. Movie over.
The evil queen. Starring Bambi. So there we go, March 25th.
They didn't have to give her that Lord Farquaad haircut. Like they could have given her an adorable little pixie cut.
It was tough.
Okay. They could have given her an adorable little pixie cut that like went with that matched like, you know, the round her face, and it could have looked really cute and feminine.
Yeah.
And the cut that they gave her looked freaking awful.
I mean, like we kind of hate on her personality a lot, but like in reality, Rachel Zegler's a gorgeous girl, and they did her dirty in this movie. Like again, they do so many of these actresses dirty, and they did her dirty too. But we got some super chats.
Like, make no mistake, Rachel Zegler she's very beautiful, and she's got an amazing singing voice. Like I admire her performances. She's got a beautiful voice. In that clip that I shared on Twitter when she's singing Whistle While You Work, it sounds gorgeous. Like her voice is beautiful, but she looks terrible. She's not Snow White. That's not the part for you, girl.
What is that hair? Like I just don't get it. I'm like, do you not have like actual hair designers? Like I'm so confused. Why they do that?
Yeah, that was the only thing that I said that I could say positive about the trailer, because all the CGI and fake animals gets on my nerves and fake dwarves.
Me too.
But Rachel Zegler's voice singing "Whistle While You Work" is stunning. I mean, it is that very crystal clear Broadway like voice. She does have an amazing voice.
Let me ask you, ladies, what do you think if it was like fully CG? Like if Rachel and Gal, and basically there's no humans. Like if it was a full, like kind of like Mufasa style CG movie, do you think it would be a better than like having this uncanny valley? Like
No, I don't like
dwarves,
the
animals.
CGI.
Yeah,
humans.
there would be no reason for it because the cartoon exists.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they already did. There's no reason for any of this stuff to exist, Stephanie. Yes,
Well,
it
yeah,
does.
but I mean, it's different than the cartoon, right? Because they're taking some liberties and taking what we love, recreating it, putting it in new packaging, making it live action, and making it a story that we have absolutely no like care for, but they're pulling on our heartstrings and reminding us that, oh, you do like this. Listen to the music. Listen to the songs. You love these songs.
Okay.
Well, I think they should update the song "Hi Ho" to "What Up Ho" and make it a rap song. I think that'll make it very, very modern.
Well, Tom, Natalie already proclaimed "Whistle While You Twerk," so
that will work too. We can work with
good.
this.
That's good.
I'm all for this.
Let's go with the chats a little bit here, guys. Ian, so forth. Thank you for the 50. Says, I can't believe they didn't cast actual short people. Tom Cruise misses out on a perfect role again.
Oh.
I just saw him jump a giant building thingy for the Olympics. That was I mean, dude, that dude's 60 years old. Respect. Michelle, go ahead and get this one, please.
Yes, thank you, Sammy BH77 for $4.99. I believe Disney's live-action Snow White will be the most offensive parody since Coal Black and the Sabine dwarves.
Seven
dwarves. Sorry,
that's funny.
I've never seen that one.
I haven't either, but that sounds funny.
1943, guys.
Oh no! Oh no! Go ahead, Carrie.
John Thomas for $5. Thank you. Says, what's up with Zegler's stands going after Gal Gadot?
That is because Gal was in the IDF, and a lot of the lefty, people don't like what's going on in Israel Palestine right now. So it's mostly about the fact that Gal Gadot has, she's Israeli.
And Rachel Zegler is very pro Free Palestine. That is a whole different conversation, because I covered it on my stream today. The Rachel Zegler fans are going after Gal Gadot for that, but they're also like putting out TikToks and talking about like hashtag save Rachel, hashtag free Rachel, because right now she's doing press for Snow White, and she has to do the press alongside Gal Gadot. And so they're taking screenshots of Rachel looking at Gal Gadot with like disgust. And they're saying like, oh, she really hates this woman. But what's funny, I'm going to share this with you, because I just looked it up right now to see if I was reading it earlier to see if Rachel has tweeted anything. She knows exactly what she's doing.
That's me.
Because she put, I love you all so much. Thank you for the love and for the 120 million views on our trailer in just 24 hours. What a whirlwind. I'm in the thick of rehearsals for Romeo and Juliet. She's playing Juliet on Broadway. And so I'm going to get out of here. Bye for now. And always remember, Free Palestine.
Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah. She's very aware of what her fans are saying right now. Like,
what a dig.
So that is like a dig at Gal.
Yeah, it is. And it's funny. I'm here for it. I mean, they are enemies in the movie. So hey,
yeah, her fans are saying that like it's perfect casting because Rachel is, pro-Palestine, and Gal deserves to be the evil queen because she's evil in real life. And I don't know how she made it through rehearsals and filming with Gal Gadot.
The interesting thing though, Stephanie, is that a lot of them are actually saying like, we love you, Rachel, but we're not going to see this one because to them it's more important to not fund something that Gal Gadot is in versus
that is
basically to
exactly what they're saying.
Rachel.
They're saying like, I love Rachel, but I can't support this movie because it's also she stars alongside Gal Gadot. So like that's something else. Yeah,
that's an interesting narrative,
so
though.
many fucking things about this. Like that's what her fans are.
It's an
doing right
interesting
now.
narrative, though, because it'll be interesting to see if like people actually like not show up for this movie because of this reason, because of this political hype. That would be even like that would be kind of crazy. Like they're just not going to go to the movie because of this political situation, and that it's going to bomb based on that. Like that would be kind of nuts.
What's funny is that like there's reasons for Gal to have the opinions that she has, right? She's from Israel. Like there's reasons for her. Whereas Rachel is just saying whatever
just goes with the
popular opinion, whatever the mob opinion is, that is the opinion that she has. She doesn't really care.
I bet you she has no idea what's going on over there. Like there's no, like, I don't think she knows like the history of what is going on over there. She's just going with the flow, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. Then we got the right here, this super chat. I think Stephanie, is it your turn? I believe it is.
I think so. Staccato DDS for $10. Mufasa, I'll be blunt with you. There's not much appetite for your origin story. And by the way, you die in the sequel.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata, bro. Oh my God, that's funny. Thank you for that super chat. And we got Russell Hall here for $2. Says, I bet they did unspeakable things to her dirty. Oh God. Why'd you have to take it there? Well, it is toxic fam. It's fine. Thank you. Wow, your name is amazing. And it's Michelle's turn, so have fun with that name. Thank you.
Oh my God. You know your name for $5. Thank you very much. Copy of villains, but not Dis or Shredder.
SFX F314 Sabretooth Raptor. I think that's what's going on. Thank you.
90s live Shredder, 90s live action, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Jaws Shark, Moriarty. There we go. What does DI stand for?
I thought he meant
Disney.
DEI.
Disney's villains that are fun.
Disney's, yeah. Disney's
Thorndike, is that how I say that? And they're Herbie villains.
I don't know what Thorndike is, but
I don't
the
either.
Herbie villains are
I've
fun.
never heard of Thorndike.
Oh my goodness. Shredder's great. I mean, obviously TMNT. Tom would know. I know. I think Steph, you're a fan of TMNT. Yeah, great villains. And then we got this one, Carrie. I'm gonna get this one.
For 200 ARS says, without CGI, we wouldn't have Lord of the Rings trilogy. We wouldn't have Beauty and the Beast, 1991, amazing ballroom dancing. We wouldn't have WALL-E. We wouldn't have Jurassic Park. CGI is a tool. It can be used for good or for bad, very well or very poorly. That's true.
And I want to say, again, to clarify my thing, I said it needs to be used as sparing as possible. It
Agreed.
can add a lot, but it doesn't need to be like, if you can build practical or shoot local, do that first.
Yes. I mean, I agree with both of you. I think the Lord of the Rings is actually a perfect analogy for this, because it was used in such a great way to bring out the best in everybody. And make it that's why to this day it looks amazing. It's aged, but it looks amazing because it was used the right way. So.
Same with Jurassic Park, which is an example there. Yes, I know CGI is used, but for the it's very sparing. Like he made all those dinosaurs, animatronics and stuff.
The animatronics, they need to bring more of that back, because that was that's what made it so real. It's and again, it's just so much money to do all that stuff.
But it's like a cheaper a lot of times to do all the practical stuff than all the CGI is outrageously expensive.
Now it's become insanely expensive and shit, because it's what are you paying for? That's what I'm wondering about. What are you paying for? But thank you so much for this super chat. That was really lovely. Speaking of Kate Blanchett, there was a movie with her out this week. It was called Borderlands. Did any of you guys see it?
And apparently the only person who liked it on the face of the earth was Grace Randolph.
I forgot that she liked it.
She took it
Oh,
from
that's funny.
a 0% critic score to 4.
To 4. Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. Well, it lost a lot of money. Which I mean, guys, I didn't play the Borderlands. Stephanie, have you played the Borderlands game? Because I have not.
I haven't.
I mean, I played the first one.
I've played it.
You have?
Yes. Yes,
Did you like it?
I loved it. It's been a few years. Yeah, I don't know if it was the first one or what, but I think it must have been the first one. I loved it. But it's been a few years, and I didn't even know they were making a movie.
Well, they did with Kate Blanchett and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Why?
Kevin Hart. I mean, great question. I think this is actually one of the movies where it's terribly miscast. Like, I think it may have actually it might have hurt it to have like Jamie Lee Curtis and Kate Blanchett be in this movie, because the characters are like incredibly young characters, and then they're like played by old women that, you know, the newer generation just don't get. Like, they're like, who the f- is like freaking Jamie Lee Curtis? Like, why am I going to watch this movie that's about Borderlands with her? Like, I just don't see them responding, which apparently they didn't, because this is one of the biggest flops to have ever existed.
Wow.
Says box office, Borderlands on track to be the biggest bomb in cinema history, with 110 million budget versus 4 million box office. I believe it was like, what did it make overall? I think it was 8 million during the weekend, and it cost like 125 million to make. So wow, yeah, it's bad. It is very, very bad. Tom or anybody, do you guys know what the box office biggest flop in the world is? I actually don't know. What is it? Do we know? Let's see. Biggest flop ever.
Well, I think it's going to be Borderlands.
What was the question? Sorry.
The biggest box
flop
office
ever.
flop of all time.
Oh, so far, it's somewhere between. Well, Heaven's Gate was a long time ago, guys. You're talking now, like somewhere between like Lone Ranger or Mars Needs Moms, or maybe even the Marvels, or Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. As far as like money lost to made ratio, like, yeah, you're talking.
Yeah, money lost to made.
I mean, last I knew, like out of the top 10 biggest bombs of all time, Disney had quite a few, and a lot of them were in that era of Lone Ranger, Mars Needs Moms, that kind of stuff. John Carter is another one. Yep.
I like John Carter.
No,
I was
Waterworld
surprised.
actually did okay in the box office. It was The Postman that did horrible after.
Yeah, The Postman
That's the one that
I
killed
just looked it up.
his career. Yeah.
Apparently,
Pluto Nash is
Catwoman
another one, yeah.
2004. Catwoman 2004 is one of them. Cutthroat Island. I've never even heard that.
Oh, that's the pirate movie with Gina Davis. Yeah.
Oh, the 13th Warrior. I think that's with Antonio Banderas, isn't it?
See, this really
Alexander-
needs to be updated, because they didn't even spend the amount of money that some of these movies that we just mentioned have cost.
Exactly.
Like, that's
there's
what I'm
no way
saying.
The
Like, yeah.
Postman was like, I mean, dude.
It lost money, but
no.
it didn't lose like $300 million like Indiana Jones did.
Like, yeah, they need an updated list, and it's probably like all Disney, basically.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. I wonder if the chat saw this movie. Did anyone in the chat see this movie? Like, I mean, how
Which
bad
one?
is it? Borderlands.
Borderlands. No.
I don't think anyone saw it.
Well, there was another bit of news from the lady that was in the movie, which, I mean, I love her. She's the real Gladriel. Everybody knows. And she said that she didn't get paid anything for Lord of the Rings, and that they were basically there for free sandwiches. Now, I think she's exaggerating a little bit.
Of course she is.
She's joking.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a joke. to me. But it's really cute because one of the I remember reading like something from Orlando Bloom a while
She acts
ago.
like she was in the movie all that much too. That's the other thing, right? Like,
Yeah, I know
she's barely
in it. Like,
she wasn't Elijah Woods. Like it's like no, you weren't. Yeah. I read something from Orlando Bloom like years ago where he was saying like he didn't get paid that much either, but he was like I would do it all over again because it was such an incredible opportunity and like he loved every minute so much that he was like I would never like not do that again. Like it was he's like it's part like it's part of being like cinema history, and it is being a part of cinema history. So I think Kate like in a way just like loves it, but is also one of those lefty women that has to always like be like women don't get paid enough, and that's kind of like what really pisses me off about her sometimes. Because I remember a couple months ago, she also said something like, she said something really cringe, like during COVID, like people don't make what did she say? It was something about, like her not making like that much money or whatever, and everyone's like, dude, you're freaking rich. Like I don't know what you're talking about. What did she say? I'm not part of the 1%. The chat
that's
knows.
right. Yeah, that's right. When she said that on the panel, that like she's middle class.
Yeah, she's middle class. That's what she said. She's like, I'm middle class. And I was like, really? Come on.
I actually talked to Disparu about, I talked to somebody in the UK, and like their opinion or their thing about middle class is different than America. Their class system is different than America. So we'll listen to it and think middle class, you're not middle class, but it has a different meaning in the UK. I can't remember who I talked about with that.
Does it mean rich there?
Yeah, because
I don't remember. I don't remember who I talked about it with, but I remember them saying that it has a different meaning over there.
I love you, Carrie.
yeah, like Carrie, that's exactly right, because they don't have a middle class there. You're either extremely rich
and
or
this
you're
is Kate
fucking poor.
Blanchett. I mean, it's not like she's some Joe Blow nobody. Don't tell me you're not getting paid and getting residuals still from Lord of the Rings. Give me
Ian's like she's still a middle class here. Come on now.
Oh, she's middle class. My ass.
Middle class. That's
I get it. It may be a different definition, but I mean,
He's like,
come
I
on.
don't have palaces like the queen.
I don't have chauffeurs.
Live in a small mansion.
Yeah, just a tiny mansion.
Oh wait, I found an article about it. She said this was her full quote: "I'm white, I'm privileged, I'm middle class," and I think one can be accused. She just like sandwiches it in there. I'm middle class, and I think one can be accused of having a bit of a white savior complex. And
oh my God.
Then people on TikTok apparently were calling her out, and they were like, "Can we back up and unpack middle class real quick?" And they said, if Kate Blanchett thinks she's middle class, how rich is the upper class? And on and on.
Yeah.
What do they count? Yeah. What is the upper class? The king and queen, or what? Like,
So this is the part that gets really cringe here too, is like, because this is on message for her. This is on brand for her. She's very like feminist, and so she basically says like, when the host tried to get an honest answer, the highest paying role Blanchett ever had, the actress responded, I mean, women don't get paid that as much as you think they do. Like, she just keeps wanting to do this whole thing about like women not getting paid, and it's like, girl, come on. Like, times have changed. Like, it's not the freaking 40s anymore. Women are getting paid a lot of money to be in movies. It's like, I just don't understand why she keeps beating this horse. But
her net worth in the chat, somebody says her net worth is 95 million. She's just solid middle class.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Middle class.
It's not $1 billion though, Carrie. See,
let's see, net worth. I have to look that up because I don't trust the chat sometimes. Hold on. Let's see. Kate Blanchett.
I don't know if they're joking or not. I don't know.
Worth. Yeah, I have to look that up.
What? This is how you know if you're really middle class.
$140 million.
How much she's worth? Well, like to anybody who's actually middle class, like $1 million is pretty much the same as like 100 million or you don't. You're it's all theoretical. You're like whatever.
I love how Google brings this up. Like, this is the first thing that comes up. Kate Blanchett, whose net worth is 140 million, has described herself as middle class. That's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Even Google's calling her out on her shit.
Yeah, like that's funny. It's Google.
It's bad when Google won't even lie for you.
That's freaking hilarious.
Like white privileged bitch claims she's broke.
Yes. Let's
No,
definitely
I'm
talk
kidding.
about.
She's not a bitch, but she is a little delusional.
She's.
It's okay.
she's
Bitch
nuts.
means something else in the UK.
That's true. You're on fire tonight. Holy
yeah,
shit.
Carrie's on one tonight. That's freaking amazing. Okay, let's talk about the next topic, which is James Gunn. James Gunn dropped a little tidbit before we started the show. I just saw this pop up, and he says that Superman is done filming and suggests this reshoot may not be needed. And he says, quote, I've done total of 1 day of reshoots on my past 2 films combined. His tips for avoiding reshoots include 1, over prepare. 2, don't start shooting until I have finished script my whole team is happy with. 3, hire actors and department heads I know can do the jobs. 4, surround myself with people who will challenge me and not just yes sir everything. 5, ask myself daily, are there any small imperfections in the script or what we're shooting that might end up feeling like huge imperfections when the cut the film together? 6, 1 and 2 again. And I feel like this is a major diss at Disney. Take it away, Michelle. What are your thoughts on this one?
Well, my first thoughts are just, I've been saying this. I actually am, and I'm not really looking forward to any comic movie, but I am looking forward to this. I'm just very curious. I love the casting. I have appreciated some of his work in the past. I like the Guardians trilogy in Marvel. So I'm just excited to see what he does with this. And to me, it's just like his way of being like, this is how professional directors do their movies. They don't need 1,000 reshoots because and like you said, you're right. It is a shot at Disney, who literally just does things on the fly, and they'll just reshoot an entire movie if it tests poorly with audiences, like they did with the new Captain America.
Captain America, Blade is still basically
that movie's not happening.
I don't think so. I don't think so. They've done reshoots for so many things.
I think we'll get another Blade. I think we'll get another Blade with Wesley Snipes before we see.
I know the old man Blade. I saw that.
Just about every Marvel movie ever, including Ant-Man, Marvels. I think Wakanda Forever also had some. Basically, what James is saying is correct. The only ones that really haven't had any kind of reshoots or extensive reshoots were the Guardians films.
That is true. And if you,
maybe a couple here and there, but I can't think of any offhand other than the earlier ones. Yeah.
And they told like the most coherent story of like for just an individual trilogy.
Well, he's an old school director.
With James Gunn's interviews that he did, he always knew like the trajectory and the track that he wanted to take with the Guardians of the Galaxy. So it sounds like he has a very type A personality to where like he has things planned out and he works on it according to that plan. So he has a plan. Whereas with other movies from Marvel, they'll continue to write it as they're shooting, which is why they need those reshoots.
Mm-hmm. And again, I just feel like this is a huge diss.
Well, he's kind of an old school director, right? Like he plans stuff out. And you're right.
Clearly, I plan stuff. I plan stuff.
Yeah, well, no, like Steph's right, because when he came to Marvel, he said they didn't have a plan. He asked what was the plan for Thanos, and they're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. So he sat down and he had to basically map out the entire Infinity Saga so he knew what he could do so he knew where he was going with his Guardian stories, because Thanos played such a big role in Zendaya's character's storyline. So yeah, anyway, sorry, you were about to say.
Yeah, that's why he has that's why like the Guardians movie is like probably, or the Guardians films, the trilogy is the most well-rounded and the most well-liked, right? Like within the Marvel, within the MCU, because he had to plan it out. He planned out everything. Whereas like Disney relies on those, and Marvel, they rely on those reshoots. That's why their budgets are so fucking bloated.
He may have wrote it on a napkin, but he still fucking planned it out, War Monkey. That's the difference.
Yeah, he killed it.
And JJ may have wrote the plan for Star Wars on a napkin too, but basically Ryan Johnson torched that sumbitch and threw it out a window. But yeah.
Yikes. Yeah. So there you go. That's super bad news. They've wrapped it up. And I don't think there's going to be any more reshoots. And I guess we'll find out how that goes. So that's the news for that. And then speaking of, before this, we were talking about Kate Blanchett and the Lord of the Rings. Earlier this week, they did drop the new promos for the Rings of Power, which I'm not planning on watching. I was like, I'm not doing this to myself again. But I did notice the uglification of Hollywood is definitely still a thing because this poor girl, I cannot believe that this is the same girl. Like, I'm like, what the fuck did they do to her? Like, this is so bad. This is incredibly bad.
One of these is okay. That's 2024. The other's 2020.
More like 2012.
Yeah,
2024.
That's like what the past 4 years have done.
Modern Hollywood, where they like to uglify the women.
Exactly. So that was hilarious. This is one of their new ads, which I thought was hilarious as well. Here we go. This is Morphin Clark. This is the new Gladriel. Why does she have brown hair? Isn't Gladriel supposed to be blonde? I'm confused.
Yeah, like she's really pale blonde, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, aren't these just
on,
like
let me mute this.
promotional cast shoots? They're not in their costume.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Why is this guy still in it? I thought he left. I'm confused.
Isn't that Sauron?
Yeah, but I thought he left. Like I heard that he left the show. Like there was this whole thing at the very beginning of when the season 1 ended. People were saying that he left the show and was like, I'm not gonna have anything to do with this anymore. Maybe I'm thinking of the other guy. Maybe it wasn't Sauron. Maybe it was the other guy that did it. But somebody left. They were like, oh no, it was the other guy, that the weird elf king guy. That's what it was. I mixed them up. Yeah, different character. That's right. I just realized I mixed them up. They're all bad. It was all bad. So there we go. There's that, and then let's get some of these super chats because I definitely want to also talk about Walking Phoenix. And we got Amra, the Australian, for $7.99. Says Borderlands looks like the reunion special 35 years after the TV show aired.
Damn.
Ouch. Oh my god. Thank you for being a member, Cosmine Christani. Thank you. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Michelle, you want to get this one?
Yes. Dark King for the $2. Is Tom the TF panelist representing Algeria?
Meaning he's the XY chromosome on the female panel.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's right, Dark King.
It's ma'am.
That is correct. Ian with another 50. Thank you so very much. Carrie, you want to get this one?
Ian, hey Ian, he says 140 million is a duplex and a Volkswagen.
Thank you so much. And then we've got T. Neal for Stephanie. You're gonna have to do it in a British accent, Stephanie.
Oh my gosh. Why is it in British? Why do I have to do it in British? Wait, what? Okay, I'll try. I'm terrible at accents. They said it was mad to build a castle in the swamp, but I built it. I can't do it. But I built it all the same just to show him. It sank into the swamp, so I built a second one. These recent fails brought that to mind. I don't know.
You know what? I mixed up the super chat. It was this one that he wanted the British accent.
I'm like, why am I reading that in a British accent? Am I missing something? I don't get it.
I'm sorry, but you read the other one very well. Thank you. Thank you, T. Neal. Who wants to try their British accent? Carrie?
No, I can't. I can just do Southern. You go, Tom. I know you can.
I'm not rich. Oh, this is supposed to be the chick.
Okay.
I'm not rich. My mansion is merely made of gold. but my male co-stars' mansions are made of diamonds.
That was good. Well done. Well done, Tom. Thank
Acting,
you.
thank you.
Acting. Thank you so much, Neil, for the $5. And then we got, I believe it was a rose, maybe it was a popcorn from Jesus. Let me double check here. Jesus
By any
sent
other name, it would
in-
smell the same.
It's a rose. Yes, it was a rose. Thank you, Jesus. And then Michelle, get this one.
Yes, thank you for the $2 super chat. Best movie villain, The Nothing, Never Ending Story. I haven't watched Never Ending Story in forever.
I know it's been a long time since I watched that movie too. Then we got, what is this? A Dark Matter Heart for $2. I'm guessing from Rumble. You should check out the I Just Need Butter internet drama song on YouTube. Okay, let me check that out.
Don't know if I wanna.
I Just Need Butter internet drama song. Okay, well, I don't know if we're gonna watch it right now though. I Just Need Butter song. I'm gonna cue that up for myself for later. Thank you. And then T. Neal sent in another one. Stephanie, you want to get this one?
The leopard look is all the rage here in LA.
That was pretty good, Steph. That was good.
Excellent. Excellent.
That was
I'm
good.
gonna read them in a British accent now.
All of them.
Hamilton Burger, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Says, "What's up, Toxic Femme? The only reason to name a kid Joaquin is so that if he ever goes to NYC, he can shout to people, 'I'm walking over here.'" That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good, Hamilton Burger. And then T. Neal with another one. Go ahead, Michelle.
And he says that quote is actually from Monty Python.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I didn't pick it up because I'm not good at this. Michelle, can you say a little bit more, or do you want to go now?
I've got like 5 minutes.
Okay. Give us your quick thoughts on Joaquin Phoenix and how he's not gay, maybe.
Joaquin is walking away.
Joaquin
There you
is
go.
walking away.
There's your headline
Very good. Very good.
from
Give
this
us your thoughts.
movie.
Oh, well, I mean, I just think like he clearly got cold feet. He was like, at the end of the day, like it's kind of like Tropic Thunder. No one goes full gay. Like if you're straight, like I mean, that is an NC-17 gay romance. I mean, that's going to be like hard, like basically soft porn like level. And I just think he was like, I can't do it.
They were like, "There's going to be penetration involved," and he's like, "Nah, I'm out."
Like I feel like to act that out, if it's like as kind of raunchy as they say it is, I feel like you almost just need to be gay to do it, quite frankly, to do it justice.
I agree. There was there was a thing though, like I'm a little bit confused because I thought that in Hollywood the new rules were that you have to cast someone who is that thing. So I'm confused as to like why isn't there like a gay guy being cast for something like this? And
It's okay.
especially
He's not a
because-
little person though.
and especially because like we often talk about how like they kind of gayified like most movies. So if you're making a movie about something gay, you would think that you would want a gay star in the movie. So I'm very confused as to why they would even pick Joaquin. But apparently there's like all sorts of problems with this movie. People are at work now. Like the crew is out of work. Everyone's out of work. I don't know if he's going to get sued. I mean, I think there might be like contract. What's it called? Like he's breaking a contract, obviously. So maybe he can get sued over this. I don't know, but I don't know. It's just, I guess for him, it was a step too far. Maybe the Joker was just, he's like, I've gone as far as I can go with Joker. I don't think I don't have any more range. Like I can't give you like ass fucking. That's it. That's where I draw the line. But I don't know. Stephanie, what are your thoughts on this one?
I think if he got cold feet, he got cold feet. He'll probably end up getting like sued for dropping out because they're losing money and he can't be replaced. But you can't really force someone to do something if they don't want to, right? If they don't feel comfortable doing it. There's a
Well,
conversation.
unless you're
to be-
Mr. Beast. Apparently, he makes all sorts of people do it.
That's true. There's a conversation to be had there, right? So like I don't think that if it was a woman, she would be getting the backlash that Joaquin is getting.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah. So there's a conversation to be had there, especially because like people don't take, men that's as seriously as women in Hollywood when it comes to things like this. But I mean, if he's not comfortable with it, then he's not comfortable with it. And the fact that like people are saying, oh my gosh, what, you don't like gay people? You couldn't do this? Like you're making money. Why can't you just do this? They wouldn't be having that same opinion if it was a woman. They would be like, it's okay, girl. We understand. We totally understand how you feel. You got to be comfortable in those situations, right? But because he's a man, it's this narrative.
Only, Stephanie, I will give a caveat to that. Unless it was a trans woman and a regular woman dropped out, then she would be shamed to no end.
That is true.
This is very true.
Mhm.
This is very true. Tom and Carrie, any final thoughts on Joaquin walking away from this gay movie?
I just think that actors sometimes, especially very good actors like Joaquin is, sometimes they try and find something edgier and edgier to do to show the limits of there's not the limits, but to break the limits to show their skill set. And maybe that's why he did it. But honestly, I think if you're a Hollywood actor and you want to show how great your acting chops are, then you should do a really wholesome, family-friendly movie, because we know that you're not that. And so for you to act that would be very impressive.
It's true. Yeah, that's a
like
good
that.
point.
That's edgy. Do that. I'd like to do Michael Landon. Do something like really shock us. I'm kind of joking, but I'm actually kind of serious. I would love to see him do something that's
The
just
last
really
straight role I think he played
positive.
was either like Johnny Cash or
I loved him as Johnny Cash. Oh my goodness, he
Um,
completely embodied him.
Straight
Signs
role. I mean,
movie.
well, technically Joker's
like-
straight as well. Like, I mean,
That's true.
he's
Sure.
straight, right? I
He
think.
said sure.
I mean, like, unless DC's turned him gay now, which they've
I
done
didn't mean
to
like
every other
flat out
character.
gay.
So
I
don't
just
know,
meant like
you know?
weirdos, right? Like I meant normal
Yeah.
characters, like
okay.
Carrie was talking about. But yeah, at the end of the day, weren't you guys saying before the show that he's the one who wanted to go all in on the gay stuff? And then he got
That's what
cold feet?
that's what I heard. That it
So
was
yeah,
kind of his
even if that's
idea.
the case, I'm still surprised, like you guys were saying at this point, that they even allowed him to have this role, considering he's got to be gayer than we realize, because yeah, that's the rule in Hollywood now. Otherwise,
Exactly.
like, who cares?
Somebody in chat, Secret Squirrel, says he should do a Hallmark Christmas movie. That's what I'm talking about. If you can make a
Exactly.
Hallmark Christmas movie not cheesy, like you're a great actor, so try it. Try it.
Mhm.
I could see that. And with that, Michelle, you're
Can we
freaked out.
play the first thing I put in the chat, the private chat though? That's making
Oh,
fun of the
sure.
break dancer before I go. I feel that's a good
Of
exit for me.
course. Let's see. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. I didn't even see this. Okay, let me go. I haven't seen this one. Let's see. Okay, all right.
Just make sure you don't get
Oh
sound.
my god.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about this after too. Here we go.
Did you see that somebody also did it to the Seinfeld music, which was hilarious?
No, pull it up. Pull it up.
I'll have to see if I can find it.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
I like what it says. The only time I've said I can do that when watching the Olympics, and it was kind of correct.
Oh shit, they're pulling it down everywhere.
Oh
They're saying it's been disabled everywhere. It's bullshit.
Oh no, they've gone after this video like the actual
Yeah.
footage, like hard on Twitter.
Yeah, so I can't show it. It's gone.
So
Oh, that sucks.
for anybody who doesn't know, somebody said WTF is this. So the Olympics introduced a new category this year. It probably won't be coming back. It's a breakdancing category. It's ridiculous. It's not a sport, in my opinion. And they've done this before at other Olympics. They've had other things. Like they used to have like a literature competition. They had that one year. They had poetry. They had architecture, stuff like that. They've done crazy stuff before, but this is maybe
This
funniest.
is the real one right here.
This is at the Olympics. It's at the Olympics, guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't show too much of it, but yeah. At least it's cut up a bit. So
Isn't that woman? Is she a
So this is
movement
her
teacher or
coach.
something like that?
Yes. Well, she's like a hard yeah, she's a hardcore dancer. So this is the coach. She's blaming feminism for this really bad situation. Here we go.
What I can say is that I love Rachel,
sexism.
and I think that what has occurred on social media with trolls and keyboard warriors and taking those comments and giving them airtime has been really disappointing. If you don't know Rachel's story, in 2008, she was locked in a room crying, being involved in a male-dominated sport as the only woman.
Oh, Lord.
And it took great courage for her to continue on and fight for her opportunity to participate in a sport that she loved. And that got her to winning the Olympic qualifying event to be here in Paris. She is the best breakdancer female that we have for Australia.
Don't say that. Don't say
Wow.
As women.
That's saying something. Holy crap.
I feel really bad for Australian women who can actually break dance because this is like, wow.
As women athletes has faced in terms of criticism, belittlement, judgment, criticism, and simple comments like they shouldn't be there. 100 years ago, leading into Paris 1924, Australia sent a team of 37 athletes. None were women. 100 years later, we have 256 women represented here. And Reagan is an absolutely loved member of this Olympic team.
It's
That's
like she may be a
great.
lovely person, but that breakdance still deserves to be made fun
she
of.
sucks. I've seen 6-year-old girls do better.
I know, me too. I saw a girl that was like 6 years old. Like that was like a video of that being like this 6-year-old girl.
She's a professor.
Yeah,
she's aside from being a professional break dancer, a professional breaker. The Olympian is a lecturer at a university with a PhD in cultural studies.
Wow. And the reason
so
that
funny.
woman was making that comment was because of all these memes. Like, so these memes have basically made this woman cry. And I'm going to share it. I'm going to share some of these amazing memes with you right now. So this is probably my favorite one.
I like this one.
I mean, this is great. There's another one here. We got the Thriller version. This one was fantastic. Man, people put in a lot of good work up here. Shout out to them all. We got Thriller. There's another one.
Another one's good.
Oh, this one's great because it involves another meme from the Olympics, which is the Turkish gun guy as Agent Smith.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got her as like Neo, like intelligent bullets. Oh my god, this is great. There was another one. I think there was another one that was great. Oh yeah, this one was great. Also, this one is Scooby Doo. I love this too. This is great.
Tiptoeing. I had no idea. I'm like reading this article. She's represented Australia before. She's known as the country's best female breaker. That's their best one.
Wow.
She represented Australia in 2021, 22, and 23 at the World Breaking Competition. She's ranked 64 out of 80 breakers. I need to see more. Because if she's been doing it since 2021, I need to see more.
Wow.
I think that was how you spell Reagan. Like, is it one of those Raygun? It's almost like Reagan, you know, the name, which can be a boy's girl's name. I just think it's a weird spelling.
I think here's another one somebody had posted in a reply, and that's funny. Let's see. This is another one. I mean, these are all extremely sexist, guys.
Oh, it's her handle. Her real name is Rachel. I'm sorry I missed that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. This is another one right here. Oh, these are so great. So sexist, guys. Oh, it's terrible, terrible of everybody on the internet for being so sexist.
Again,
I know. My God. I've got a couple super chats here. Hamilton Burger, thank you for that. Says Raygun is the guitar player who studied all the notes and the chords, but understands nothing about the soul and the and what that makes a guitar makes guitar legendary. Legends legendary. Yeah, like Jimi Hendrix. It's like you know it, but there's no feeling. There's no soul. You can't do it. I heard there was actually no music either, which honestly, like if that's true, is ridiculous because for breakdancing you need music. Like you have to have you have to have a beat. It would make sense. That's just ridiculous. Michelle, you want to read this one?
Yes, thank you for the 25 euro, pound, whatever. You know what it is.
Queen's
Money, whatever it was. But thank you, Ian. You guys think she's rubbish, but 10 years ago, she was locked in her room crying because she was rubbish.
Taka.
Oh,
She's
God.
Taka. I heard that. Trash, apparently. Thank you so much, Ian, for the Queen's money. Or I should say the King. The King now. She's gone. Thank you very much for that. Go ahead, Carrie.
Jason Webster for 10 Australian dollars. Thank you. Says Anna Mears is one of Australia's ever track cyclists, 2-time Olympic champion, multiple world championships. She was chef de mission of our 2024 Olympic team.
Very nice. That's good to know. Thank you. And with that, Michelle, do you want to leave now?
Yes, I've got to go. I have an early morning. But yeah, thank you, ladies, for having me on. And Tom, always enjoy it. Go check out Force Fight Entertainment. Let's see, last week we put out our Blazing Saddles reaction. And this week we will have our follow-up, our first time watching reaction of Crocodile Dundee 2, since so many seem to like the first. And then we'll review Alien Romulus and see how good or not good that is. So go check us out.
Cool.
But yeah, I'll be back next week. You ladies have a good rest of your chat, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thanks for being here. Everybody check out Force of Light. And then there was another bit of news dropped about an update on the new Daredevil, which was that Vincent D'Onofrio says that the Daredevil Born Again violence will go much further than the Netflix series. And there's one thing in particular that my character does that I can't believe made it into the cut. He has said, I think that's interesting considering that Disney just put out their first ever live action rated R movie with Deadpool and Wolverine, and it made like basically $1 billion. So if they are going to go dark with Daredevil, that will be interesting.
Speaking of reshoots, they basically reshot that whole series. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, which they did. They did do that, but I wonder if that's a good thing in this case, because it's sounding like the Kingpin's going to do some shit. So, I don't know. It's just interesting. It's a little bit of an update.
I think that like a lot of people are giving Marvel a lot of grace due to Deadpool and Wolverine, and they're just like, oh my god, that's so great! It's a great movie, which it is. I found it entertaining. 100%, it is a good movie. And then with them bringing back Robert Downey Jr., everybody's like, Marvel is back, but just one good movie does not make up for years of terrible ones, right? Like I'm not putting a lot of stock in Marvel until I see something good. I mean, Agatha All Along doesn't look good. Doesn't look good.
Not at all.
So that's my whole thought process. Everybody's like, Marvel is back. We'll see. We don't know if they're back. Are they back? Because so far they still haven't put out anything good besides Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, we have to
and I
see
think
how
that
it
it's
goes.
chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman that really makes that movie incredible. So
It does. And Carrie just put in a message here. Carrie, can you tell us what's going on with this, please?
I'm sorry. I thought we would put it up when we were saying goodbyes, but I'll tell you now. My husband is he's in a contest it's a Rolling Stone online contest. It's his band, Los Diablos Tejanos. And there's a link there that you can vote once a day for free. You have to have a Facebook account. This is a bunch of normies in this contest. Please go vote, because I would love to have a non-woke musical act make it higher and higher up in this contest. And also, selfishly, he's my husband. So
vote now.
I just dropped the
Vote now.
link a few times in the chat. Mods, if you guys can grab that and please drop it throughout the rest of the show, that would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Let's make this happen.
Thank you.
Oh, you know what? Many Dragons makes a really good point in chat. He said Echo was R-rated, and that show ruined Kingpin. So who cares?
It was. I never watched it. I didn't know that was R-rated. That's crazy.
Yeah, they made a big deal about it. It's R-rated, guys. It's the first R-rated. It's R-rated. Like, oh my gosh. It was like supposed to be like the first R-rated show on Disney Plus or something, and they're making a big deal about it. And it ended up being
shit. Okay. Yeah. That's great. Okay, what do you ladies want to talk about for our last topic? Because we won't have time for everything else, but we got
I have a question for Tom.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Agatha All Along a musical?
I don't know, but probably.
Did you see the trailer?
gay
The new
enough.
D23 trailer?
Not the newest one, because I don't.
Oh my
care,
God!
but
Pull up the newest trailer.
It probably is. I wouldn't be surprised because she sang a song at D23 actually. So
pulling up. Okay,
and the
this is
meme
gonna be
was
the
that
topic.
friggin' song, so I wouldn't be surprised in the least actually.
It looks like a musical.
Really?
Yes.
Oh God. Okay, hold on. The trailer from 2 days ago. I didn't even see this. I didn't even know they dropped another trailer.
D23 trailer.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even know they did.
Wait, this one's from Marvel Entertainment. Can we play this one, or
It should be.
does it have to be from Disney, or okay?
Let's see.
Wow, 17K dislike to 74,000 likes. Really? Are people really that excited about this? Oh, okay.
That or there's just so much ambivalence.
Who's been messing up everything? The Covenless Witch.
It's been Agatha all along.
No. What really happened to you?
Seekest thou the road to all that's foul and fair?
She took every little bit of power I had.
Gather sisters far.
I'm assembling a coven. We gotta get back on top. I'm gonna walk the road. Join me.
Darkest hour, wake thy power, earthly and divine.
The Witch's Road will give you the thing you want most. If you make it to the end. The road is a death wish.
Let's go, Aubrey Plaza. It's gonna be the only tolerable thing in this. But did you see she's singing?
That's the only thing I like about this.
It's Aubrey Plaza. I fucking love Aubrey Plaza.
I love her too. That's the only thing that
singing in it. So is it a musical?
I don't know. That's hard to tell.
Well,
it
like I
might
said,
be.
Considering it's based mostly on that stupid song, probably.
They were like, "Oh my gosh, Agatha All Along song was so incredibly popular. Let's make it show a musical." That's the obvious next step.
Oh, it's gonna be gay as hell. They even made Vision and Wanda's kid gay. It looks like.
What?
That's a guy. Yeah.
Look,
Vision
the
is
witch
gay
in
now?
here.
No, his kid. Their kid.
Oh.
The kids that they have.
Oh.
That's that boy that's like standing behind her in that first trailer. Yeah. It's acting all feminine.
This the chick from Wizard of Oz?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is Wicked.
Why the fuck is Wicked? Why is she here?
She's like the next frame. The next frame. Is that really Linda, that old lady?
What is happening in this
Go
show?
back one more frame. Go back one more.
Our worst nightmares. How do we pass this trial without any power? We survive, like witches have been doing for centuries.
Lesbian.
What
Isn't that
happens
Aquafina?
Is it? I say no.
I think so.
I just need these witches to get me to the end.
The bodies are really piling up.
Why do you let them believe those things about you?
Because the truth is too awful.
I want my prize!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Aquafina.
Time to finish the road.
Last one there is a
I could
nice
be wrong.
person.
It's kind of dark.
Oh no, not a nice person.
She sounds like she's gonna get her own ride at the Disneyland.
Anyway, like I think Carrie has to leave us first. So what did you think,
Yes.
Carrie?
I have to run. This looks amazing to me, actually. I like horror musicals. I'll watch it.
Well, tell us how it is.
Look at Tom.
Controversial.
Surprising exit. Thank you, great ladies. I'm sorry I got to run so fast. I had so much fun. Thanks for having me back.
Thanks for being
Have a good
here.
night. Check out
Carrie.
Deprogrammed where you can find Carrie all the time streaming like she was earlier.
Guys, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
So last week I wanted to end the show with this little clip that just made me laugh. And I'm gonna play it. I don't even care because it's like I just think it's hilarious. So if you've ever watched a Tyler Perry movie, this is a parody of a Tyler Perry movie.
I've never seen a single Tyler Perry movie.
Well, this this is a dialogue from a Tyler Perry movie. Like they literally made this into the thing. Okay, like I would play the actual clip of the show, but I think that'll get us copyright written, so we can't do that. But we will play the parody, which I think is hilarious. So here we go. This is so funny. Like this is actual dialogue from the movie.
See you come to the market every Tuesday like clockwork. You not gonna say anything?
No, actually, I'm not.
Kind of like a bitch, like your daughter.
What movie?
By the way, like pay attention to the white woman that like shows up in every frame because this is amazing.
Watch your mouth.
What is this?
Oh, you crazy? You think I'm a motherfucking fool? Huh? Boy, get your hands off me! Run and tell your husband that shit. You fool!
What the hell is this making fun of?
I'm gonna send you the real clip, Tom, and then you'll be like, "Oh my god!"
You devil! You fool!
You devil.
What the hell?
Jesus Christ. What the hell? Now you just almost have to show us the real clip.
I know.
What the fuck you looking at?
Okay, fine, I will. The white woman.
At first I just thought it was a bystander watching like these two people fight.
Is that like actual lines?
Okay.
From whatever.
Yes,
movie that
it's actual lines from the movie of Tyler Perry scene. So here is the scene. Here's the real one. This is the real one.
So you still come to the market every Tuesday like clockwork. How you doing? Oh, you ain't gonna answer me?
No, actually, I'm not.
That's you. Acting like a bitch like your daughter, huh?
Watch your mouth. I'm a woman of God.
That's what they all say. Until you end up in the barn at the fair, fucking binging.
You knew she was playing me, bitch. You knew, didn't you? Boy, you are high and drunk. I can smell the weed and the alcohol in there. Half crazy. Now move.
Hey, you told her to leave me, didn't you?
Okay, all right. So I see that you ain't gonna move, huh? That's
Look at the white woman in the front.
Get your ass back here. You don't let me go. You think I'm gonna let you make a fucking fool out of me? Huh? You think I'm gonna let him and her embarrass me like that? You devil! You fool!
You wanna tell your husband that shit, bitch? Ass. And what the fuck you looking at?
Oh my god! What
Why is he
this?
dressed like it's 1992?
I don't know.
Did anybody else notice that too? Or is it just me?
It was pretty. Yeah, it was. I mean, mind you, the fashion is cyclical, so it's like 90s stuff is coming back now. But I don't know. I just thought that was a hilarious parody. I thought it was really well done, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. And that's pretty much it. That's the show. Thank you for being here tonight.
What movie is that from?
I don't even know.
I
It was in the replies. I have no idea. Maybe somebody in the chat knows.
They just keep saying it's Tyler Perry movie. I didn't catch a.
No, I've
Yeah,
never
it-
watched a Tyler Perry film.
I'm not a Tyler Perry fan either, so I've never seen one. I have seen one. I saw one Lorena recommended to me a long time ago, and I didn't like it. I was like, this is a terrible movie.
That was the parody was funny though. She's walking away. Oh.
Yeah. And then the white girl being in every frame, because apparently that's what Tyler Perry does. Like he always puts a white girl in like every frame of his movie.
I don't understand. Like, I mean, nobody. This is what's sad is nobody in our chat has been able to tell us what it is. They just know it's a Tyler Perry.
Medea goes to hell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That means so nobody in our chat has actually seen it. So
No. That's how we know. Like it's like
That's
nobody's
bad.
seen this movie. That's hilarious.
It's like I don't know which one it would have been he's done lately, but he has like his own production company where they do all.
Yeah.
No one watched his films exactly.
That's so. How is he making this much money and like literally no one's watched any movie? That's crazy. This guy's rich. No one cares, says Spike.
No
Well,
one
thanks,
cares.
Spike. I cared. It was funny. I like comedy. Jason Webster just sent in $5. Says the next trend for Hollywood coming soon from Academy Award winner Martin Scorsese, Trolley of the Death, Market Wars. Can you do it, Tom? You have it better. You have
Coming soon from Academy Award winner Martin Scorsese. Trolley of Death, Market Wars.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And then we got another $5 from Hardcore Currency. Says kisses to Nina. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you so much, you guys.
Where's my kisses?
Amazing.
My kisses.
You gotta give kisses to everybody, Hardcore Courtesy. People are gonna start feeling left out.
Jelly.
That's it. That's the show, guys. Thank you for being
Did we get
here.
all the super chats?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, I think so. Unless we didn't.
got,
Oh
like,
no,
this
wait. We didn't.
one
We
and-
missed that. We missed that one.
I was gonna say there's a few here. I
Stephanie,
think.
want to get that one?
Staccato for 10. Agatha is a shameless shout out to Dave Filoni's wife.
Yeah, his witch
Ooh.
wife.
Oh, God.
And
That's
then we got-
right. He's got like a Wiccan wife, right?
Did we get this
Jason
one?
Webster for 2. Gee, excited for Ag Roll all along? No.
Egg roll.
Egg Roll. Hamilton Burger for 2. He says Kingpin probably misgenders Daredevil, so
So
R-rated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then did we get
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one?
So controversial.
Yes, that was from the. Isn't that? No, I don't.
Read
no,
this.
yes,
Yeah.
you did.
You did?
Gina's
Okay.
sister on the
Oh,
prairie.
yeah. Yeah, we read that one.
Okay. So otherwise, then we're supposed to show the Alien Monday trailer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Here,
Is
I
there a
have that
trailer
pulled
for
up. Yep, I got it.
Otherwise, the thing's like 8 minutes long.
I think this is it. Oh, shit. Never mind. It's like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Is there like a trailer?
Let me see. Alien Monday trailer. There we go. Trailer.
Oh, boobies.
Good art. Just got Major's haircut.
I'd actually say I'd rather go see this, or rather watch this than Alien Romulus. I know that's probably bad, but
What was that, Tom? You were a little low on.
I feel like I'd almost rather watch this than Alien Romulus, if that sounds bad. I don't know, but
Oh. You think it's not going to be good? Like
Alien
Romulus?
Romulus just looks like a carbon copy of like Alien and Aliens.
This looks good. I like how indie people are putting out better shit than Disney. Yeah, very, very like a homage to 80s anime.
I can see a little bit of
very much.
I can see that it's somewhat animated by a computer, but yeah, it looks great.
It looks fantastic for indie. Man, that's great.
Yeah.
This is that's a lot of work. You know, it's a lot of work. It's good stuff.
Yeah, we are caught up then, and we have a video dropping here very soon on the channel. So stay tuned for that. This should be right after we're done here. Steph, what do you got coming up?
Tomorrow I have a stream that I do every Tuesday. It's called TikTok Talks, where I just, talk about overconsumption and shitty influencers that promote overconsumption. I did my makeup and media stream today, so if you want to go check that out, you can. And then like before that, I did a stream with Disbrew where we played Chain together. That's a pretty funny watch. But yeah, you can subscribe to my channel.
There you go.
Some sauce. And
Do you have something happening like tonight? You have Mario gaming or something?
Oh no, there's no Mario Kart tonight or no G&G gaming stream tonight. So
okie dokie. And Hardcore Curtsy sent you guys kisses too because you felt left out. So there you go.
Yeah, but they're free kisses, so they don't.
Jesus Christ. Thanks for the $5, Jason Webster, Anthony N. Gruber. Could be Indiana Jones in any future franchise installment if there are any.
Yeah, that's that guy that had the viral video where he was doing the Harrison Ford lines, and he's actually played a young version of Harrison Ford before, and he sounds and looks just like him.
I don't think they're gonna do any more Indiana Jones.
No, I think it's done.
Fucking like freaking trash fire.
But that was the one during Solo. Like they said, he should have played Solo.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, he was a good one. It's never enough for Tom. It's never enough for most men, Lee Lewis.
No.
Okay, we got that one. Thank you again for that super chat. And as for me,
yeah,
I have daily dose Infinite Hope videos coming out now. So I want to bring hope to you on a daily basis. And also, of course, I have my Friday show that I do for Good News Infinite Hope at 2 p.m. Eastern, and my Wednesday show as well at 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. So thank you, everybody. Again, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here.
Indeed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support, and we will catch you later. Stay tuned for the new video. It should be dropping very, very, very soon. Bye.
Bye.